For? Is it for the victim or the victim's family?
It's a really good question. That's the question at the center of the latest twist in the saga of Kamiyah Mobley. She was a newborn, kidnapped from the maternity unit of University Hospital here in Jacksonville in 1998.
And she was found 18 years later living with her kidnapper, Gloria Williams, who she thought was her mother. Today, Williams is in jail serving an 18-year sentence, and Kamiyah, now a 23-year-old young woman, asking the court to let the woman who raised her out in half that time. And
she believes enough justice will have been served by then. So that brings us to Kamiyah's father. Craig Aiken says his daughter is simply brainwashed. He spoke with our Brianna Ray Turner.
Nobody spared my feelings for 18 years. So why should I spare hers?
Craig Aiken, Kamiyah Mobley's father, says his daughter is doing well and living back in Jacksonville with her mother. But the name Gloria Williams is a name he says the family will not bring up.
People saying like, oh, she a good lady and all this. Like I said before, I have never met a good kidnapper. I don't understand that. I don't know what that means. What is a good kidnapper? What is a good parent kidnapper? I don't understand that.
Williams was sentenced to 18 years in prison back in June of 2018. New court documents that First Coast News uncovered show that Williams filed a motion asking the judge to cut her sentence in half to 9 years.
I know 18 years might sound like a long time for some people, but imagine me going through this right here for 18 years. Nobody saved me. Nobody gave me half this time off.
Aiken says he wasn't aware that Williams filed this motion. The filing also included a letter from Mobley writing in support of Williams, who she called Mom.
I love my daughter. There's nothing she can do that's going to make me stop loving her. I understand what my daughter going through somewhat because she's been brainwashed from years of being raised by this genius. But I'm just trying to spare my feelings.
The judge in the case has not responded to what Williams called her, quote, plea for mercy, and there is no hearing date set in the case. In Jacksonville, Brianna Ray Turner, First Coast News, on your side.
Let's take a quick look back at an interview I did with Kamiyah Mobley in 2018. This is 1 year after she was reunited with her biological family. We met in the back of a nightclub as she celebrated her father Craig Aiken's birthday. Now the mood was very light and happy, as you can imagine, but I had to ask a very tough question concerning the amount of time her kidnapper Gloria Williams should spend in prison. Take a listen. You did mention that you want leniency for your mom. Can we talk a little bit about that? What do you want to see happen ultimately?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay. I mean, but ultimately for your mom, what do you see happening? What do you want happening?
You know, of course I'm not going to say, you know, throw her in jail and throw away the key or, you know, throw her into jail. Like, of course I don't want to see so many years, but I understand a crime was done, you know. Right. So I understand some punishment has to be rendered.
We also spoke about having 3 women in her life that she calls mom. That's her biological mother, Kamiyah Mobley, her stepmother, Shannon Aiken, and Gloria Williams, her kidnapper, sentenced to 18 years in prison back in June of 2018. As for Williams having her sentence cut in half, as requested, at this point no decision has been made and no future court dates have been scheduled. In the Information Center, I'm Keitha Nelson, First Coast News, on your side.